Hallo, hallo, hallo.
When that's on, when you hear music, come and get it.
Yeah, but if you are now, then we can just adjust the volume for that.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
Just sing a lot.
I will speak a lot. I can't help it.
Yeah, so speak a lot.
Okay, cool. We can do that. All right, people over there. The people over here are ready to go, so we hope you are too. Wow, that was some weather, huh? Uh huh. This is Ollie Williams with the weather. It's wet. So, we didn't need a whale wetter for a little while, but once again we do, and I'm glad that we do. And we've got one out there. So, Sam Bradbury, I think that is, he was waiting in the wings, ready to get out there for a slash. We are going to be cracking on exactly, well, not exactly where we left off. I believe we are going to start that heat again. So, in the IWF cable wakeboard rules, if you have to stop the competition in the middle of a heat, so even if some riders have already gone, if you have to wait more than an hour, I believe, to get that competition back on. Obviously, because all of the riders are judged against each other, then we need to start that heat off. It's not fair for the judges to try and crack back into the middle of a heat when you're judging riders relative to each other's performances to then compare with something they were watching over an hour ago. So that's not Sam Bradbury at all. That's some other rider. But thank you to him. So here is our running order once again. All riders getting to have a second crack of the whip. Hello again, all people throughout the wakeboarding world, potentially mainly within Europe and Africa. If you're watching this, it is the European and African IWF Wakeboard and Wakeskate Championships for the youth and senior divisions here in Northern Denmark, Cold Hawaii Inland, to Cable Park. If you're rejoining the action, we apologize for the couple of hours of break. We couldn't really do anything about it. Technical issues, okay, you can get a little bit frustrated at us, but we sorted those. But weather, that's very much out of our hands. As all-powerful as you think both Maddie and I are, we can't do anything about that. We had one torrential storm, lightning, thunder. That's a bit of an issue when you've got, well, 6 great big electrical conductors.
All around, nice crisp sound, so that's good. Lovely.
No. Thank you so much to all riders. Don't know where you hid from the storm, but wherever you did, well done for doing so. Keep yourselves warm, keep yourself occupied, keep yourself buzzy and positive. The live stream is now back on. We have the appropriate running order on the screen. That running order... Oh, no, we've got, sorry, the results from the first round of riding, which is now going to reset itself. We're going to run this heat again. So the junior men quarterfinal group D is going to start again. We got through a few of the riders. We had to stop the competition. It's been over a couple of hours. We're going to get started again. It's the only way to make it fair for all of our riders. And starting things off is Kasper Eilers Diver. He's going to be followed by Norway's Lucas Serhed. Is that Norway? No, I think that's Denmark, sorry. Denmark's Lucas Serhed. Kevin Ball from Team GB. Patrick Royek from Poland. Karl Maria Drexler from Germany. And Camille Charot from France, making up our 6 junior men Group D quarterfinal. Good luck to every single one of you riders. We want you all charging hard and riding your best. Teams, supporters, friends, family, whoever you are, get behind all of our riders as well. You are watching some of the best in the business. And as was commented during our little break, as we were all chatting about various things, putting the world to rights, the riding in this under-18s, the under-14s, men and women, so boys and girls, junior men and women, has been insane. So well done to all of you riders for riding so hard, for training so hard, for putting yourselves on the line, for being so committed, for being part of wakeboarding. Honestly, warms the cockles to see such awesome spirit amongst the wakeboarding community, as has always been found at the IWF events, the big events like this European and African event, the Worlds, which will be taking place at the end of the year out in Thailand. We'll be hoping to see you out there as well. When I say we'll be hoping to see you out there as well, Maddie and I hoping to be out there as well. Anybody listening? Oh. And to remind all of you who were with us throughout the day, here in person, at home, online, wherever home is, or out on the street, at the bus stop, at the hairdressers, getting your nails done. Oh, we're away. Here we go. Kasper, Elis Diver. And the way we knew he was going is because the big old cheers from Team GB. Toe back 5 to launch his quarterfinals run. Backboard, hard way 270, 90 out, right foot forward. Then 270 at the back of that, so he goes 270 across, then pretzel out. Half cab roll to the outside. Roll to revert to the inside. Sorry, other way around. Roll to revert, then half cab roll. Front lip in, solid, legit 270 out. No pre-spin. Needs to make sure he doesn't travel too far across. He does it. I like that. Front board, hop round, back board, 90 out. Bolts. Yes, Kasper. Beautiful stuff. The brake obviously not messing with him too much. Coming out with a clean first lap of the cable. And that was about to say, reminding you guys at home of the fact that in this quarterfinal for our junior men, we are going to change the running order for their second runs, dependent on where they come in their first run. So forget that running order. Sorry, Lucas Serhead is up next. So we're going to wait for the scores to come through. Our judges need to reset the scoring system from the last time round. So you know what, I'm going to just throw straight to Lucas, who is waiting on the docks in the wings. Now, as I said, we are going to change the running order for their second runs relative to how they do in their first runs. Oh, Lucas Chromo out the blocks. Team Denmark, you're on the water right now. And we're in Denmark, would you believe, for this European and Africa Champs. 270 on, hops across front board, then comes back out the other way. Then he goes 270 on, 270 off. No! Can he get out of it? Get that board underneath you, buddy. That is some barefoot action right there. Tumble turning like a demon. So he's missed an air trick there, but and it will not count that transfer hit, but this can count if he can get back into it. 270 on, front board across, 270 out, a little bit of a seat drop, gets himself back together. Oh my gosh, it's all guns a-blazing. Too much momentum across towards the cable to stay to the end of that whale tail, but still got time to chuck in that right there. The boy fought hard, and for his efforts, he deserves a big round of applause. Let's hear it for Lucas Serhead, which was that lad just there. Still waiting for the scores to come through for the first round of riding. Let's get some tunes back on. So there's our complete running order. We're going to go back to Team GB in a moment with Cab and Ball, who should be waiting in the wings, ready to go. How's that pizza there, Maddie? You've nearly finished all of it. Oh, Cab and Ball on the water. So Cavan comes from good water sports stock. His dad, one of Britain's best kite surfers, wind sport athletes. Go on, son. That is such a bolts landing. To land bolts like that in that inside wrap position, that's tough. Backboard, hard way 270, 270 out. Left foot forward now, he moves across. Backboard, 270 out, full pullage, beautifully done. Then gets the back roll, that was super clean. Going outside the cable again. Gets the air railie, also super clean. He's going outside. It is firecracker time. Firecracker to full pull. It's going to hop across. Big old toe side ollie in. Pop, pop, pop. Wallop. Full pulls all the way. So now on his heel side edge to round things off. Wow. Another rider for whom the break did some good. Three riders down in this final group of quarterfinals for our junior men. That's under 18s. It is going to be Patrick Royek up next. We're at that halfway stage. Let's just flick back to the results. See if they've been refreshed. Ting-a-ling-a-ding-dong. Here we go. Okay, so those are the scores as it stands. 35 for Casparellas Diver. At low score, unfortunately, for Lucas Sersted. That body drag in the middle, that missing of the transfer will have affected him. Now we have Patrick Royek out there too. Gets the chrome mob, super clean. This kid's got some skills. What's he going to be coming up with? 180 on, 270 back. 90 out. Sorry, 270 out, 270 across, 90 out. Full pulls already. Back mob into the corner, solid landing, no butterization of that board on the water. Then he gets the grip to the outside. Now coming down straight at us. Features fairway from you left to right is how he moves. 50, no, nose press, front three out. Oh no, Patrick. Hey, guys, can you give Patrick Royek a big old cheer? That is frustrating for him. The Polish lad will get to go again. So we've seen him drop that trick all day long, the past couple of days in actual fact. Nose press was on point. Tail of that board right up in the air. Minimal board in contact with plastic. Goes to the frontside three. Much harder to turn that frontside three off a nose press over turning a backside rotation. And it's the undoing of him that time round. So if we just copy it across. Let's see if we've got any results for these guys just yet. It's going to be Karl Maria Drexler from Germany on the water next. He'll be taken to the water very soon. We're just looking at the name tag for Patrick Royek from Poland. On your screens. Okay, so the results so far. Captain. Oh my gosh. Is he okay? Hung up. He puts his hand in the air. So luckily, Karl Maria Drexler is okay, but unluckily not riding away that trick. His German team will be down there to give him a bit of moral support and get him pumped up for his second run. So as it stands, we have the following qualifiers with one more rider left to go in their first runs. With their first runs, it's Cameron Bull out in front with a score of 50. Casparellas Diver, 35. Patrick Royek, 23.67. Lucas Sersted, 14. And then Karl Maria Drexler, understandably, not getting any tricks under his belt, getting a low score. And it's now down to Camille Charot to mix things up a little bit if he can. So Team France, get behind your man. He's about to take to the water. Scores are up if you want to check them out on cablewakeboard.net, where you can find out everything about our riders. All of their profiles are on there, about the events that IWF run across the world in all of their disciplines, not just cable wakeboarding, and about this particular event as well. All the results popping up on cablewakeboard.net. And it's a result from this chat we need to secure before we can decide the running order for their second laps of the cable. Here comes Camille Charot. Give this boy a round of applause. Cutting in one-handed. Backside 7, not 540, so cranking it early on.
gets the roll out of corner 1 and now into the weight procedure. Hard way, 270 across to that Thomas Garden rooftop rail. Popping on, 50-50, and then backside 1, getting all the way to the end of that rail. And now a huge Esther Blind out of corner 2. And a Rosa Blind, excusez-moi. And now we roll round to the Andy Colt rail for the start of the features fairway. So toe side, front board handle pass, and then pretzel back. Toe side, backside, 270, getting the full pull all the way to the end of that rail. And then one last air trick. Oh my goody gumdrops. Camille Chateau going for a toe inside toe blind judge. That is not an easy trick, guys. An easy trick, guys and girls. So take my hat off to young gun Camille Chateau from Team France. Okay, so next up off the water then, 1 run downs from all of our 6 contenders in our junior men's group D under 18s here in the quarterfinals. So Carl Maria is going to be our first rider off the dock as we progress to our second runs. All right, so the current running order for our second runs is going to be with Carl, then Lucas, Patrick Royek, Kasper Cav, and then back to Camille Charoux, who you just saw out on the water. All right, so our moist maker lubricator out on the water, keeping our obstacles nice and wet for our second runs, which will be kicking off after a couple of laps from Mr. Sprayer out on the water now. How is the pizza? Deliciousness. Right, kicking things off, we have Carl Maria Drexler Kicking things off, we're going huge backside 720, but unfortunately just getting a bit of a buck check on that first kicker hit. Nonetheless, moving onwards and upwards for a huge ollie up to back lip, but just missing that Tommy Garden rail to rail. Toe side, backside, 450, getting a sweet connection and a pull all the way to the end of the rail. Then a lovely back mobe coming out of corner 2. Choosing a nice chilled one as he comes in between 3 and 4. Now we moving on to the Andy Colt feature. Features fairway, hard way, 270. Revert, a little bit of a tap on the nose to the end of that rail. Back lip, 270. Little bit of a wobble, but managing to ride it out. And then one last trick. We're going to go big old front to fakie. So nice work from our second run, Cole Maria Chechla. So Cole Maria getting redemption on his first run. Unfortunately taking a fall, but really going all guns blazing for us in the quarterfinals here for the junior men's. All right, next rider up, we have Lucas from Team Germany about to hit the water. All right, so Carl clearly throwing a spanner in the works with the judges, but we finally got our results through, and they are going to be, a big, strong 39. So currently sitting in third place under Cav and Camille Charot, unfortunately pushing Casper down to fourth position, but still got one run to go. Now moving on to Patrick Royek. Is this? No. Sorry, Lucas out on the water for a big old chromo off the dot, coming in 50-50, bringing it back 180 and then pretzel 360 again. Nice, getting all the way to the end of that Sparkerson 2 rail. And then we move on into the air trick section where he got a big old back mobe to kick things off. Oh, just getting a little bit of a butt check as he was cutting out and decided, you know what, I don't think I'm going to make this. So he chose to miss it instead of dealing with that slack coming around corner floor. And that was a nice hit. So it went 50-50 front board and then span out. And then went for a backboard to back lip, same direction, pretzel, same direction, 2 out. Big, back roll to blind. So let's make some noise for Lucas, our Danish rider, throwing it down in run number 2. So up next now we have Patrick Royek, unfortunately taking a fall from that that nose press to front 360 out. Very uncharacteristic from him. We're seeing him locking that hit in all competition. So No, it's still easier doing it like that. If you're on your toes,
Not coming
front
coming
side.
from outside in.
Yeah, but it's doable. Going like
That would be a cool trick.
a right foot forwards, front
wood.
side. Yeah.
Step, front board nose.
Mm.
Just want to go over to hang with bricks at the holiday homes tonight. They're going to a restaurant on the side of the buffet.
I'm gonna eat you out. All right, so we got a green light from our judges. Make some noise now for Team Poland hitting the water. Patrick Royek. So big old chromo to kick things off from Patrick. Staying left foot forwards now. Are we going to come outside in? Yes, we are. Front side 1. Hard way 2. Same direction. 270 back out for this left foot forward approach. Oh, nice. 270 ollieing from that flat box to that down rail. Huge back mob. Just making it look absolutely effortless. Into a lovely crit. Staying right foot forwards now as we approach the Andy Colt rail. We're going to go nose press. Front side 360 handle passing this time. Making sure he's going to get that full... Ride that trick out, and that was a lovely, majestic hit, getting the full pull on that one. And then rounding things off with a lovely roll to blind. So make some noise for Patrick Royek representing Poland. Lovely chromo from Patrick off the dot, kicking off his run with a bang. So lots of full pulls on his run. So an interesting one whilst we wait for Patrick Royek's results to come out from our judges. Is he going to take the top spot, second or third? Really intrigued to see how that goes down. What do you reckon, Matt?
Well, so I'm sure the judges won't mind us saying, because it's in and amongst our riders now. Here's a really interesting way to think about hitting the features and how a completed or a non-quite cleanly completed full pull feature could compare to an air trick. If someone butt checks an air trick, you view that landing, that execution, and it kind of affects your composition as well. Not great. It affects that trick. It doesn't matter how technical it is, it affects that trick. So if you compare that to coming off a feature early, if the intention as it looks from us on the shore is to go for a full pull, full length of a feature, and you do not make it, it's exactly the same as hand dragging, butt checking, wobbling and landing on an air trick. And that has been the consistent theme throughout the judging of these past few days, right through the Open as well. Judges are mad keen about the full pulls. And I have to say, I like that idea as well. Do what you intend to do. Like if it looks like you're just wanting to go up a hip jump and down a wall, then that's okay. Then that's what you got to do. But don't fluff it. All right, we go on to
Okay, Patrick Royek taking seat number 2, pushing Carl Maria out into 4th place. So we still got a few more runs left from Camille Chorot, Cav Bull, and Casper. And up next, we have Casper from Team GB. All right, he's got the green light. So let's make some noise and show some support for Casper. Let's diva as he hits the water now. Right, toe side, backside, 720. Oh, no. Oh, Casper just taking a fall, so that
Oh,
is going to
buddy,
be...
commiserations. Listen to that beautiful cheer of support from Team GB. Casper, obviously, you'll be gutted, buddy. He knew he needed that. He had to go for it. It didn't work out this time. He'll be on the shore, cheering for the rest of his crew before long. So sorry, Casper, as we are. Commiserations to all those riders who do not quite pull away with what they were hoping for, what they planned. So that is gutting for the young lad. Now it is time for him to pass on the baton of Wake to his fellow Team GB member, Cameron Ball. So Cameron Ball has got his place in the next round certified. There's no one left to ride after him other than Camille Charot. Camille Charot is already ahead of him. Patrick Royek has already ridden. He's had his second run. So Cameron Ball can have some fun with it.
Whoa!
And I'll be honest, that didn't look like fun. Are you all right, buddy? Yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
a guy takes
thumbs
slams
up.
kite surfing at 100 miles an hour. That was a light grazing. Hey, well done to those boys. Well done to Cam for making it through. And now this guy, Camille Charot, if we just flick back to the results screen. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. We can see confirmation of our qualifiers from this final heat of quarterfinals. We've had 4 in total. So actually, it wasn't that far ahead. I mean, no, it's kind of a good spacing. I mean, what that does is just bodes well. Like, he had some pretty technical air tricks, but it didn't push him that far ahead.
Now, Team France out on the water. Camille Charot already solidifying his spot in the semi-finals with a big old backside 720 and then a huge back mobe 5 before corner 1. Getting 50-50. Frontside 360 getting the full pull to the end of that Wake Pro rail. A hop olling on. Backside 180. Nice, locking in. Oh my gosh, that was just so high and so slow with that big old back roll to blind. Oh no, just going down on that 313.
Oh, so our qualifying riders just working themselves on their second run for their efforts. Hey, can we have a huge cheer, round of sport, lots of love and tonsil rattling. Raise that metaphorical roof for all of our junior men in that quarterfinals. Well done to all of you. Obviously, some of you will be frustrated, upset that you didn't make it through. Hey, use that as fuel for the fire for the next time you compete, wherever that is. Maybe at your local nationals, maybe, hopefully, out at the World Championships in Thailand, where we'll be joining you, maybe.
Hope so.
Oh, I really hope so.
All right, then, so we're going to be moving on now. That is a wrap for our junior men's Group D. So we're going to be moving on to our semi-finals for our under 14 boys. So we have got the running order for you up now on the live stream. We have David Brummel, Ricardo Veterano, G Mason.
I wish. I don't know what. No, just shush a second because that was absolutely golden. Matty Branston just having a slow, very tired embolism next to me. Just David Brummel got that one. Yes, Ricardo Vetrano. And then it came into this next name, who we can also refer to as G-Dog, Mr. Mason, Guillermo. And I'm not sure even if I'm saying that right, but just before he got to that, he was just reading it. He went, oh. Wow, they're really working you hard this week. Guillermo Mason, Samuel Bradbury, Danilo, Klescha, and Emile Lauwers from Belgium. Okay, that is our lineup. Oh, is it our lineup or is it the other way around? Is it our lineup or is it the other way around? You know, sometimes there is reversal to what we have here. So we can get those listicles going.
Okay, yeah, so the running order is as it stands, as we just read out a moment ago. David, Ricardo, G-Dog, Samuel, Danielo, and Emile Luyers from Belgium. So we have 2 Italians, 1 rider from GEB, Danielo from Ukraine, Belgium, and the Czech Republic. Could we please get our semi-finalist?
Guys, you want to get the riders on the dot, yeah?
Could we get all of our semi-finalists for our under 14 boys Group A down to the dock? That is David Brummel, Ricardo, Guillermo Mason, Samuel Bradbury, Danielo, and Emile Luyers. Can you get yourself seen and down to the dock with your board ready to rock and roll? Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.